Hi yogis, Christine here, and I'm in a room in my house to talk about We Can Do It. Here's our shirts. Liberty Yoga, We Can Do It team. We can do it. And so I found an article that Lara Heimann, and Lara Heimann is a great teacher who teaches in Princeton area that Erin, our co-owner of Liberty Yoga, discovered, or she worked with her, practiced with her. I went and took a nice workshop with her, and Erin went to Mexico and did a whole week of training with Lara. So anyway, Lara wrote this article, and I included it in our video for the week so that you can take a look at what she says in the article. And then I thought what I would do is just walk you through what she says of how to do a handstand. So she calls the article How Anyone Can Learn to Handstand. And then she has handstand therapy, which means we're going to build up to how you can successfully do a handstand. So she has 4 steps, and so I'm going to walk you through the 4 steps that she has. So first, read the article. It's really good. And then you can come back here and look at what the 4 steps are to build to a good handstand. So the only little area in my house where I have some wall is right behind me. See this wall area here? So I'm going to get on that wall eventually. But we first do, the first 2 steps she has are on the floor. So the first one is to be on all 4s. So I'm going to move back here so you can see. So you might not be able to see my hands. It's okay. So you're going to be on all 4s. And firm up your hands. So that's a really important part of your practice, of your handstand practice, is to firm up your hands. So really get nice, strong fingers spread and hands right across from one another. And then you're going to tuck your toes under here on all 4s and just lift your knees up. Let me move back a little bit. So you're going to lift your knees up and hover them. Pull the belly in. So you're really getting a strong core and nice strong arms to support you. And then lower back down. And so this first step, she says to repeat that, 6 times or so. So pulling your belly in, finding that strength in your arms and in your core, and lowering back down. Exhale, draw the belly in, lift your knees and hover, and lower back down. 3 more times. And I can really feel it. Working towards the core and down and up and down. So as you can see, that move is on the way to a downward facing dog, right? So we're on all 4s, we lift our knees, and that works towards downward dog. Actually, she said to do that 5 to 10 times. So I did it 6 times. We do a few more times and just work on that. You can just do that one exercise that day. And then the next one is to go from downward dog and walking your feet forward a few inches in your downward dog. So what this is going to do is going to help you to keep lifting, get a little more weight on those strong arms, and feel that connection from your arms to your core. So next we're going to get in down dog. We're going to repeat this about 5 times. So from your downward facing dog, firm up your hands, firm up your legs, walk your feet forward 6 to 12 inches and pull the navel in. Get your shoulders right over your strong hands and right over your wrists. And then walk it back. Downward dog. Walk it forward. Pull in and up. Feels good. I can feel it. I can feel the weight moving to my hands, and I can feel that I'm going to use my core. Instead of trying to muscle my way through, I'm just going to continue to add more lift. And back. That was about 3. Lift, lift, lift. And back. And one more time. Lift up high. Really hug in. And take it back. Good. So that's the second step. If those 2 are feeling a little challenging, you can just keep practicing those for a while before going to the next thing. So the next thing is to get onto the wall. So we're going to put your heels on the wall to start in your downward facing dog. Then we're going to walk your feet up the wall into a little 90-degree angle. And what that will do is it'll help you to feel the placement of your hips right over your shoulders, and then you can work on really hugging in here and making sure you don't have a big bend in your back, right? But you're going to line everything up. So you pull in here, line your shoulder up with your hip when you get on the wall. All right? So get your heels against your wall at home, and then go into your downward facing dog. So you're still going to feel nice firm hands and arms, and then begin to walk up the wall. So a little bit at a time, walk up the wall until you're at 90 degrees. Now you have to kind of feel, or you can have someone look and tell you if you're at 90 degrees, a 90-degree angle. And once you do, pull the navel in and just firm up your arms and hang out there. And then another thing she says is cobra shoulders, so make sure you're drawing your shoulders back and down. And you can lift one leg up, feel that energy, and down, and the other leg. I can feel my core is working, and I'm going to try to push off the wall a little bit, but you know, that might be a little scary at first, so work that. Then walk back down the wall and rest. Make sure you take little rests in between as you're going. All right, so the final stage, she only has 4 steps. Those are 3. The final stage is to turn the other way and to use the wall this way for your support. So just like I did the 90-degree angle there, putting my feet on the wall, you're going to come around the other way and do a 90-degree angle with your feet on the wall. So you can, again, line up. Now the one thing that you're not going to do is try to swing your lifted leg up to the wall, right? You're going to just use it all nice and slow and controlled movements. Also, again, Laura says cobra shoulders, which I like that. That means you're drawing your shoulders back to really engage your arms. Keep your arms nice and straight right under you. Your head can look forward a little bit. Tucking your chin and getting your neck in line is a little more advanced. So, all right, so the 4th step is coming to the wall. So we're going to start out, you could start out on all 4s, go to downward dog, and then begin getting up to the wall, and I'll show you how. So you don't want your hands right at the wall. Have them out a little bit from the wall. Maybe from your fingertip to your elbow you can measure and put your hands right there. I think that's a good measure. All right, so on all 4s, pull the navel in, lift your knees, we'll put everything together, then straight into downward dog. Good, walk one foot in just a little bit and extend up the other leg. So this top leg, right, is just going to be here, staying stable. You're going to firm up your hands and keep your navel lifting in and up like we've been practicing. Then bend and straighten that bottom leg. Don't lift the top leg. Just bend and straighten. Now what you can do here is lift to a little L shape with your legs. Right? My top leg is not flinging up. I'm just bending and straightening that bottom leg until you can get up to the wall. Now, bend your knees and pull the ribs in, line everything up. And when you feel good about that, you can straighten your legs up and you can be off the wall. So use your hands a lot. I'm using the wall a little bit with my toe touching. Use your hands to grip the floor and come down. So those are Laura's 4 steps of how anyone can do a handstand. Now my next thing I'm working on is to be off of the wall and do a handstand just free in the middle of the room. So thanks, yogis, for practicing with me, and keep on practicing at home, and it's just fun and it's